What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, so this is going to be a really quick one today. Well, at least I'm going to try to keep it quick. But I just want to talk to you for a little bit and give you some positive words that you might need to hear today. There's a lot going on in the world, and you have a lot going on, and you're working on things, and you're busy, and life doesn't care. It keeps moving, and you just have to keep moving with it. And you've been busting your ass, working, and having setbacks, then picking yourself back up and working some more and making progress, and then having more setbacks. And you're going, and you won't quit. And sometimes it can be overwhelming and tiring. But you're here and you're showing up for yourself. And that is something that you should really be proud of. Every time you decide to better yourself, or you do something, some action towards your goal or your dream, that's you showing up for yourself. And that's huge. And you should be so proud of that, because like I always say, a lot of people don't have that in them, and you do. And it ain't easy all the time. A lot of times it's hard. So let me just say that it's really difficult sometimes while we're in pursuit of where we want to go, whether it's life. When you're in it day to day, to step back and see the big picture, to step back and feel proud of yourself for how far you've come, while still understanding that it's still going to take those small things that we do to get us somewhere that we want to be. And this is a really powerful perspective shift. And it's one that I've definitely been adapting to, and I love it. And my main goal for this episode is for it to feel like you have support from a friend. Because look, I'm in this with you. I'm right here experiencing the same things you are. Maybe not the same situations, but the same things going on in my brain. So let's talk about this concept that might seem a little random at first, but it's called pointillism. And I don't know if you know what this means. Maybe you do. I damn sure didn't. I had to Google it to know what it was. It's a funny sounding word, but it's a concept that involves artwork. It's the style of art that when you're up close to it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But when you step back, you can see the big picture and see what the image is supposed to be. It comes together when you're far away. You see how all the little dots and small lines come together, because when you're up close to it, it won't feel like it's adding up to something that's going to be as beautiful as it really is. So let me give you the definition I found. Pointillism. It is the practice of applying small strokes or dots of color to the surface so that from a distance, they visually blend together. And if you think about our own lives, when we're in the day-to-day and we're going through the motions, we don't slow down to take a step back and look at the big picture. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. We don't look at how the tiny things we do, whether it's the easy things or the hard stuff, how they are getting us closer to where we want to be. And all the things we do are compounding to create this beautiful life we have, this beautiful picture we're creating in real time. So if you're ever questioning yourself, wondering if you're doing enough to get you where you want to go, remind yourself that these baby steps, these tiny dots, these baby strokes, they're getting you in the right direction. You're building the picture because baby steps are still going to get you there regardless, as long as they're in the right direction, right? It's that one long night of studying or writing a presentation that got you one step closer to finishing that project. It's that tough conversation you had that built up true intimacy and depth that you needed in your relationship. One conversation at a time, one small dot, one small stroke. That one day of doing the tiny little things in your business that can be easy to brush off, but you chose to do them anyway, and is getting you closer to building that business of your dreams. And you can take a step backwards and say, hey, I'm getting closer. I'm filling out this big picture. It's that one block of time where you meditated or journaled or went on a walk and you thought to yourself, what do I want? What do I want in life? It got you one step closer to that clarity you needed in your life. So yeah, those tiny things don't feel like it's enough to get you there. Might not feel like it's adding up to build the big picture, but we have to step back. Look at how it's all part of this beautiful picture we're creating. It's coming together, piece by piece, day by day, stroke by stroke. And I hope you're proud of yourself for that, because you should be. I'm proud of you. I really am. And I need to remind myself of this sometimes. Hell, as I'm recording this, I'm reminding myself, as I'm looking over my daily plan and all the things I need to get done, a lot of times, like today, I look at all the things I got to do and I don't know how the hell I'm going to get it done. And is all this actually going to get me there? Is this going to help me to become the person I need to be? And I know it can feel the same for you. You look at all the shit you have to do and it feels overwhelming and you just don't see how it's going to come together. But these are the moments that you need to take a step back, to stop, take a breath, remind yourself that it really doesn't have to feel this way. It doesn't have to feel overwhelming. Those tiny steps, the small strokes, that's what it takes. You can't get there without it. So you have to understand that you are doing it. You literally are doing it. You're putting in the dots, you're putting them together, and they add up. And once you can shift your mindset to look at it from a different perspective, that all the things you're doing, all the tiny dots and strokes, it will be more sustainable. And most importantly, enjoyable. You can enjoy the fact that all the things you do, it's all part of you becoming that person. It's all part of the journey. Because the wrong thing to do, well, the harder to sustain thing to do, is to be going after something, waiting to enjoy it only after you get it, which would mean that you went through all the bullshit you went through and it was miserable the whole time. No, don't do that. These tiny dots are everything. This is how it all comes together. So take a step back, recognize how the picture is coming together and how you're making progress. This is how the picture is made. Pointillism. Trust that this is your path. So on this journey, understand that it's pointillism. And more importantly, along the way, when you're making those tiny dots and strokes, making one mistake is not going to ruin the whole picture. Making one mistake is not going to ruin the whole picture. It's not going to sabotage the view. When you step back, it's still going to be a beautiful picture. One dot didn't get placed perfectly, and it's okay. You just have to keep putting dots down and remind yourself you're right on track, that this is what it takes to make this beautiful picture. So breathe. You have what it takes. You can do this. Slow down for a second and don't focus on being in a hurry to get there. Understand that you're further along than you thought you were, which means you're closer than you thought you were. You're painting something that's more beautiful than you even realized. So be proud of that, because I truly am proud of you. You got this. Keep it up. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.